everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to my walkthrough video for Astro Knights. This is going to be a full walkthrough video with full audio commentary. If you want a walkthrough with no audio commentary, I've split this into two parts and put some music in the background. If you want to see either of those parts, just check my Astro Knights playlist. Before we get started, please take a second and like this video. I try my best to incorporate all your suggestions into my walkthrough videos, and I also try to get them out to you as quickly as possible, so your support means a lot. Also, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel if you're looking for more Poptropica walkthroughs. Okay, so let's get started with the island. As soon as you enter Astro Knights, you're going to want to run to the right, jump to the second level of the fountain, and pick up the gold coin. Now, run to your left, and enter the museum. Speak with the shopkeeper first. And he'll give you a pamphlet. Now open up your inventory. Click the gold coin. Now just click the books on the chair to the left. And he'll give you a library slip that you'll need in a minute. You can't do anything more here right now, so just leave. We'll be back. Head to your right, past the planetarium. Don't worry about the common room there, and keep running to your right. Now we get to the castle. Head into the castle, and head up the stairs. It doesn't matter whether you go right or left. And now you can enter the throne room, and you'll need to speak to the king and the queen. You don't really need to speak to the king, but you definitely need to speak to the queen to get the coordinates. There we go. Now, head out of the throne room. Head down the stairs, and go to the room on the right. Now that you're in the library, run straight across and grab the book on the end. Now, head to your right, go down the stairs, grab the next book, then walk over to the MCM section, and click. Go down the stairs. Run across and pick up the moldy cheese. And now, you see the gate on the edge there? We need to open that, so click the switch and it'll open the gate for you. We'll use that in a second. Head back up and you'll get in a little bit of trouble. But that's okay, just run past them. Now run to your left, and go through the left door. You don't really need to talk to her, but she'll tell you where the fountain is. So open your items, get the moldy cheese, and use it to catch the mouse. Now run to your right and grab the small piece of paper there, jump up a little bit. You'll need that in a second as well. So head out and let's leave the castle. Run to your right. Now walk over and talk to this guy with the hood on. And get the bag of manure. I know it sounds gross, but you'll need it. Now jump up on top of the wheel and get the coil of rope. Now head into the windmill. You'll just want to go over to the right and jump up and speak with this woman. You'll automatically show her the note. and she'll tell you the new password at the entrance. There's one more thing to do in here, so jump over, and you'll want to jump over onto the machinery and jump up to the top. Now just jump and grab the rope and make sure that it pulls it down like that, and then you can head out. Now jump up onto the windmill and spin it around a few times until the lid on top opens. Oops. Whoops. There we go, that should be enough. Now you go inside, and you just need to open your inventory and use the bag of manure to power the sled. It flies away, but don't worry, we know where it goes. Head out. You can see it goes right there, but we don't need to use it yet. So let's run to your left. Now before we keep going left, jump up and jump onto the windowsill and jump to the second level. Now use the rope on the crossbow. Now aim the crossbow about 45 degrees, just like that, and click it to fire the arrow. It'll stick into the door. Then just run across the rope and go into the princess's room. Run to your left and pick up the piece of paper. You'd think there'd be more here, but there isn't. So just head out. Now continue to your left. Until you get to the fountain. Now click the door, and it's Saturn, crescent moon, star, and sun. Now go inside. You don't need to talk to any of these people except for the person with the funny teeth. She'll give you a key. Now head back out. And head into the museum. Run to your left and jump up to the second floor. Check under the bed. Now you have the missing page from his journal with the coordinates. Head out of the museum. Now run to your right, back to where we got the manure.
Got a little Swedish there. Yeah.
Now, just jump over the rock and get in between the haystacks. Oops. There we go. Now push them apart. Use your items and use the key to unlock. Now, climb down the rope and check out the owl, and he'll fly away. Now run to your left a little bit and grab the book. And let's head out after that owl. Owls like mice, so open your inventory and click on the mouse. Oops, he ate it. Now, head back down and head to the left and just keep pressing on this wall and it'll break open. Now, enter. And here we are back in the jail cell. he'll self-destruct and leave a power rod on the other side. Now, just click on your owl and click on the fuel rod. And he'll bring it back to you. Alright, now we're ready to head off of the planet. So, run back out and climb the rope. And jump on the platform here to take us across the mud. Now, jump into the spaceship and use the new fuel rod to replace the old one. There we go. Now, the coordinates are 56, 52. Click launch. Now we're heading to the moon. And we'll crash land. Don't worry, that's supposed to happen. Now run to your right, and you'll notice there's less gravity, so you jump really high. Jump up and enter. Run to your left and talk to the owner. Okay, let's head out and create our own ship. Now just run to your left and create your own rocket. You can create just about anything. I prefer to have one that's a little bit faster than it is strong, so I like the ones that have higher speed and less shields. Here we go. Now just jump on the platform and enter. And launch your ship. Before we do that, let's check out the coordinates we're going to have to visit. 73, 83, 15, 15. So we'll start with 15, 15. You can see the coordinates on the lower left. Now, we're entering alien inhabited space, so there's going to be people firing at us, but just avoid them. You don't need to engage them. Just keep heading to 1515, and there we go. Now we're on the jungle planet. Head out. Now you'll want to drop all the way to the bottom and head across. These platforms will launch you, and you'll see that in a minute. Pick up the laser lance. Now run to your left and jump on this platform. It'll cock and launch you. Just keep bouncing until you get back to where you started. There we go. Now you'll have to avoid the caterpillars at the top, but jump from platform to platform or run from platform to platform and avoid them, or else they'll shock you and knock you down. So this one I just run across and fall. And that's it. Continue to your right, and you'll run into the first knight. Talk to him. Now you're supposed to climb this rope and time the perfect jump to get across, but I'm not that good at it. So what I ended up doing is every time I fell, I just decided to jump, and he knocks you up there just like that. So if you're having trouble jumping from egg to egg, that's what you do. Now that you've freed the unicorn, you have to fight the mother phoenix. My strategy here was to always have a charged beam and just try to avoid the smaller ones, because there's no point in engaging them if they're not going to give you any points or an upgraded weapon. And you want to have the charged one for those torpedoes that you just saw. Like that. So here I just decided to avoid them because they're not threatening me and there's no reason to engage them. These ones are getting a little bit close, so I fired at them. And your best bet is to try and keep it charged and preserve your energy for the final part where you fight the Mother Phoenix. You'll want to avoid the rain clouds as much as you can because lightning strikes will hurt you as well. Alright, we're getting to the end here. Keep it charged and fire right at it. The charged shots are the ones that are the most powerful, and it takes three charged shots to kill the Phoenix. There we go. Not too hard, right? It'll put you back in your ship, and now we need to go to the next planet. We're on the jungle planet. Now let's head to the fire planet.
Inhale and exhale.
The coordinates for the fire planet are 83 and 20. So we'll just follow our coordinates on the lower left until we get down to about 20 and just keep heading to the right. There we go. Now head out. Now there's these lava platforms that you need to jump from one to the next, and you'll want to jump when the next one is going down. Right now is a bad time to jump. There you go. And this one is just lower, so you can jump. And if I were to jump now, I wouldn't make it, but now I can. And this is the hardest jump of all. Put your cursor right there and jump right as yours starts to go down. There you go. It's a very difficult jump. It may take you a good 10 to 20 tries to get it. Just keep trying and you can get it. Now jump to the left and enter the volcano. Whoops. Now you have to avoid the draft, so run to your left and drop down here. As soon as the draft stops, run to your right and wait. Now run to your left and get under the overhang. As soon as it stops, jump up, head to your left as quickly as you can. There we go. Now run to your right, and you'll drop down. Now I like to run to the left here so that I can get the best jump out of here because this is the hardest part. Jump, run, and drop down. Whew. Now just jump up, jump again, and wait. And you're almost there. The last one, jump, and you're free. I ducked down here, but you don't need to. Now, just run to your left, and you'll run into this guy. And his pattern is to fold up, roll, and open up again. And then he rolls again, so just jump. Now head to your left and speak to the second knight. Now that we have the ice arrow, this one's a little more complicated than the last one. So the first thing you want to do is jump up on the chain. I'm terrible at ropes, but you'll want to move across as quickly as possible. Watch out for his tail because it does tend to drop, so get across and flip the switch. Now the lever's already turned and he's spitting out fireballs, so you don't want to go yet. Now that it's to the left, you want to flip it to the right and he falls asleep. Shoot the arrow into his mouth and jump up onto the chain again. Now stalactites will fall from the sky. You'll want to avoid those as much as you can, but sometimes you just get hit and there's nothing you can do. There. So just keep trying and repeat the process. You'll need to do it 3 times. So here we go. And the lever's turned to the left, so you want to bend it to the right. And there you go, he's fallen asleep. Now, we just have one more. Be patient on the ropes. There we go. Oops. That's okay, I landed on the platform. So, oops. I got him, and I just have to fire, and that's it. And he'll jump enough that he'll fall through the floor. Now we just have one more to defeat until we get to Mordred. So now let's launch the ship. And this one's a little more complicated. It's at 7383. And we have to deal with some space sharks. And you'll see it says approaching black hole. We'll use that in a minute. So as you approach the planet, you want to go slowly and draw the sharks away because they will attack you and kill your ship and you'll have to start over again. So just fire at them or just get close to them and you can get them to follow you. Now don't go too fast because they need to be close to you or else they'll pull away. Head up and to your right until you get to the black hole. So it says approaching black hole and you'll see. It comes up right here on the right. There we go. Try your best not to get dragged into it, but it's really okay. Because it'll suck the shark in too, and then it'll just start you over at the moon, and then you can just go back to 7383 and get the other shark. So here we go, and just head in slowly until he comes around the planet. There we go. You can't enter the planet until all the space sharks are gone. So we'll head back to the black hole. Here we go. All right. There. Okay, great. All space sharks destroyed. Now, head back to 7383. And we can enter the ice planet. The jumping part on this one is much easier than the fire planet. Although the fish that jump out of the water kind of knock you around. Sometimes you get lucky, which you'll see here. So I jump, and you slide, don't forget, because it's ice. And I jump, and I get bounced, but oh, I just make it. So I get across, and that's it. Now, head to your right. Now head up the hill. This is also an icy hill, and watch out for the snowballs. Head to the top and you'll see the final knight. He'll give you the final legendary weapon, and you'll have to defeat a helicopter. Now use the shield to bounce the snowballs back. You'll notice that they hurt your shields. That's okay, because your shields regenerate once they get down to 0. Just be careful that once they get low, you may want to deplete the shields completely like that, and let him do his thing while your shields recharge. It's better to be patient and let your shields run down, and then have it regenerate. When he's shooting the missiles, you can't bounce those back, so try to avoid those as best you can. There we go, that's 2 out of 3. Now that he's hurt me, I'm going to try and get myself hit. There we go. Now I'm just going to duck in the corner while he does the missiles, and my shield recharges. There we go. All 3. Now, all we have left is Mordred. So, we have to find the large asteroid. This one is quite easy. It's at the same Y as the ice planet, so just head straight left and keep your Y at 82. Take your time because the asteroid field will come at you. Just kind of avoid them a little bit, but try and keep your way at 82 and just go along. And there you go. 1282 is where it is. Now head out. Now just jump up, and you'll notice decreased gravity again, and just keep jumping as all the way to the top, and you'll see the 3 knights. You can see when 4 knights of the quest are gathered, just click the key, and we can pull it because we are the chosen one. It'll open a portal. Now jump through the portal. The portal takes us to where Mordred is. But first, jump all the way down, and you'll see the princess. But wait a minute, is it the princess? Give her the 3 mystical weapons. Oh, it's not the princess. It's Binary Bard, or as they know him, Mordred. To get into Mordred, you're going to have to solve this puzzle. And you'll see as you click one, it makes all the surrounding ones flip. You see, like this and like this. This one's fairly easy. You'll want to click all of them in the second row. Now, in the third row, you just want to click the 2 middle ones. This one and this one. Now finally, you'll just want to click all of the ones in the 4th row. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Now enter the door. You'll start out as the owl. So fly across and wait until he sends off this razor blade. You'll want to avoid that. Now that it's out of the way, pick up the bomb, fly over his head, and as soon as it starts flashing red, drop it. There we go. Now, wait a second while his swords spin around, and head back down. Get away from this again, and he'll drop more bombs. Pick up the bomb, and again, drop it on his head when it turns red. There we go. You'll want to do your best to keep your energy up because you'll need it in the next part. Now, what you need to do is use his laser beam to knock down the chandeliers. So avoid the laser beam right here. Oops. Run across, and then you can jump up the robot to reach her, just like she says. Use this platform to jump to the chandelier. There we go. Now you'll see him gather his laser. You can count to about the count of 4. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, and that's about when he fires. So if you need to time it, that's the best way to do it. Jump. Oops, I missed. If you inch along, he won't hit you with his sword. Now, I've almost not made it here, but here we go. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000. And there we go. Now that we defeated the binary barb, we can go get our medal. And there you go, you have completed Astro Knights Island. It was a hard one. Again, if you haven't already, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you again soon, and thanks for watching.